as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First throw here into the hands of Boyd. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And into the end zone, a pick six. They scored a touchdown. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Here's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Jeff Okudah up from his cornerback spot to make the play.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Second and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The Lance going to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now back to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he's out right at the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Pass caught. It's Karan Baker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And Lance now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they can't bring him down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go play action here on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Colts send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and get loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Lance now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 39, Lance. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 21-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for the 1st and goal.
Steps away toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Got his man, Baker. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From midfield, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Trey. Picks it. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Sliding out of the pocket, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Hines. And a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Hurts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fleming. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running left, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, and it's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Breaks a tackle, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Seibert on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
This will be caught at Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.